This is Josh Wright after Ebbsfleet 1, Horsham 2. Beaten by the better team tonight?
Yeah, we weren't quite at our levels tonight, Chaz, from the off, to be honest with you. We didn't get ourselves going. We were somewhat between 5, 10, 15% off it all over the park. And especially those sort of your 4 or 5 that you look at who have been really giving us something in recent weeks. And listen, it's not to bemoan and dig at them or anything like that. It happens. Sometimes you just have off nights. Sometimes you just come up against a better side. And as much as we could have ended up getting something out of the game, would you believe at the end, we weren't ourselves. And you have to hold your hands up. You have to admit that. Why? We don't know. We'll have to look at it and dissect. I'm not too sure, but it's disappointing because we know how good we've been, especially at home. And we've just fallen short tonight. I wouldn't say it's a case of letting ourselves down, but we've just fallen short tonight. Is it a mindset thing, a mentality thing? Maybe. Was it a legs thing, fitness thing? Not so much fitness, but in terms of games and back-to-back games, potentially. But I'm on the line of it's more of a mindset thing, and we were just slightly off the pace tonight. Did they want it more than us? Maybe. They landed on more seconds. They had more territory and maybe were about the place a little bit more than us. But we weren't ourselves. We were slightly disappointing tonight, and it's a tough one to take. But we've been fantastic at home, especially, but we have to regroup now. The beauty of football is there's another one to come on Saturday away from home, and we know we need to improve our away form to balance it with our home form, and that's exactly what we'll be trying to do.
I know you're only concentrating on your own performance, but I think Horsham would have surprised a lot of Ebbsfleet fans tonight of how good they were. I mean, 11 games now unbeaten on a run. They were very good this evening, weren't they?
Well, we've obviously watched them, watched a lot, and the first thing I said to my assistant was, they're not a bad side, these. When I watched their game on Saturday, they're a good side. They're organised, they're solid, they're dynamic, and they've just got something about them. And there's a reason why a team before tonight was 10 and now they're 11 games unbeaten. You have to be doing something right, and credit to them. And we said that during the game once or twice to each other, that they've got something. And as you say, and I've said that to the boys in there, that as much as I feel we weren't quite ourselves tonight and we were slightly off the pace, sometimes quite often you have to give credit to the opposition. And I thought they came here. I thought they were definitely the best side that we've seen at home, that have come here and asked questions of us, had a way, caused us problems, but also nullified it and made it difficult for us. And yes, I'm saying we could have had, and we did miss some decent chances come the end, but I don't think we really asked enough questions until we went 2-0 down. We had a spell before their second, and it was just maybe slightly coming and trying to get some fresh legs on, and that's when we needed to get our goal, or certainly not concede one. But it was the other way round, and then it was too much to ask. And listen, credit to them, decent side, and they've got something about them, but at the same time, about us, we weren't quite ourselves.
When you talk about they've got something about them, I don't want to dwell too much on Horsham, but they did seem to have an ingredient that was missing a little bit from your side. They if I said they were cute, they just had a little bit of cunning about them, didn't they? That it seemed we were struggling to pick up.
Yeah, they're on the back of a promotion season. They've carried that momentum in. They're hard working, as I say, and they've got that way about them. They obviously know how to pick up results, and that's the credit that you have to give to them. I'd like to think my side's got that. We were just, as I say, just lacking something tonight. We were lacking that little bit of like a spark, if you like, and that power and that dynamism at times where what we've had and what we cause teams problems with. And we just weren't ourselves. We wasn't quite ourselves tonight. Again, yes, Horsham were a decent side and fair play to them. But on the whole, if I'm looking at us and looking at us as a group, it was maybe one game too many for one or two, or for a few of them, whether that be, as I say, energy, legs, or the mindset side of things. But that's a hindsight type of thing, and we have to regroup. We have to dust ourselves down. We'll be back in tomorrow. We'll dissect it Saturday and last night, the good and the bad, in terms of where we can improve, and we'll look to get straight back on track.
Apart from the lads who are already sidelined, no new injuries this evening going into the game at Farnborough on Saturday? No,
not that I know of. I think everyone came through fine. It's obviously quite raw and soon after the game, so I'll be updated before I go home tonight and by tomorrow morning. But I think everyone's okay. Probably the odd knocks and bruises, but that's what you get in football games. And we've got some bodies coming back, and obviously that gives fresh competition. And we'll have some good numbers to work with.
And going to Farnborough at the weekend, you're going to come up against some familiar faces. Dominic Polian, Rakesh Bingham, Billy Clifford's there. It's going to be a very interesting game and quite an intriguing one.
Yeah, listen, obviously I've got a lot of time for the boys that you've just mentioned, especially Dom and Rex, who I had some really good times with here and I've known for a long, long time. And listen, I've wished them well all the time, and I hope they go on to be successful. Obviously, Saturday is us versus them, and it's a game we're looking forward to. Obviously, Farnborough are having a bit of a sticky campaign, if you like, so far this season. I don't know how they've got on tonight, but listen, it'll be a tough game. It's always a tough place to go to. I'm sure they'll be raring to go, and they'll be right up for it, but so will we. We'll be wounded animal now. We're looking to bounce back. Sometimes that gives you something, that little bit extra, but we'll look at it, we'll look at them, we'll look at the right side to pick to go up against Farnborough, and it's a game that we're really excited for. So yeah, it'd be good to see some familiar faces, but it'll be all about us on the day, and a game that we'll be going full on to attack to get the 3 points from.
Well, good luck on Saturday, and commiserations for tonight, but let's hope you get the result of the weekend.
Cheers, Chaz. Thank you.
Thanks, Josh.